Once upon a time, in a busy little town, there lived a kind merchant who sold salt for a living. He worked hard every day to support his wife and 2 sons, who were the light of his life. His elder son was gentle and shy, while his younger son was confident and talkative. People often called the elder son foolish, because he rarely spoke or argued. Some took advantage of his kindness, while others laughed behind his back. But he never complained, and quietly helped his father in any way he could. The merchant, however, grew frustrated with his elder son's timid nature. "Why can't you be more like your brother?" he would often say, shaking his head. The words hurt deeply, but the boy never talked back. He only lowered his eyes in silence. As he grew older, his fear of failure grew as well. During exams, his hands trembled, and he forgot everything he had studied. He thought, maybe I really am useless. Maybe father is right. When he became a young man, his father asked him to help in the salt shop. The young man nodded eagerly but carried a storm of fear inside. He tried to do everything right, yet his nervousness led to small mistakes. Each mistake made his father angrier, and the boy's confidence sank lower and lower. One day, while the merchant was away, 3 cunning men came to the shop. They said, "Your father sent us to take the salt sacks to the city." The young man hesitated but did not dare question them. Before he could think, the men loaded all the sacks and disappeared. When the merchant returned and saw the empty shop, his face turned red with anger. "You fool!" he shouted. "You let thieves take everything. Get out of my sight!" Tears filled the young man's eyes. He bowed his head and left without a word. He wandered through the town, hearing people laugh and whisper about him. Shame burned his heart, and by evening, he found himself at the river bank. "I have no place in this world," he whispered. "Maybe it's better if I end it all." He stepped closer to the water, ready to jump. But at that very moment, a young disciple walking by saw him and pulled him back. "Why did you stop me?" the young man cried. "My life is worthless." The disciple looked at him gently and said, "Life is a gift. If you live, you can change. But if you give up now, you'll never know what you were truly capable of." The young man sighed. "I am shy and weak. My father hates me. I have no education. Do I even deserve to live?" The disciple smiled. "My teacher can answer that. Come with me." The young man refused at first, but the disciple's kindness gave him courage. Together, they walked to a quiet ashram under the shade of great trees. There sat a wise old saint, deep in meditation. The 2 bowed before him. As soon as the young man saw the saint, he began to weep. The saint opened his eyes and said softly, "Why are you crying, my child?" "You are my last hope," said the young man. "If you can't help me, I will end my life." The saint nodded. "Tell me your story." The young man spoke of his failures, his father's anger, and his endless fear. After listening patiently, the saint said, "I can help you, but you must obey my words for 3 days. If you do, your life will change." The young man agreed eagerly. "On the first day," said the saint, "speak to 10 strangers and ask about their lives. Write down what they tell you." The task terrified him, but he went into town and began talking to people. Some ignored him, others were rude, but he didn't give up. By sunset, he had spoken to 10 people and even made 2 new friends. When he returned to the saint, he smiled shyly. "I did it." The saint nodded. "Good. Tomorrow's task will be harder. Teach 10 children about the importance of water." The young man panicked. "But I have no education. I cannot teach." The saint smiled. "Those children don't know that. Just share what you already know." The next morning, he faced 10 curious faces. His hands trembled. He spoke softly about water, its uses, and how it gives life. At first, his voice shook, but by the end, he realized the children were listening with bright eyes. When he returned, the saint asked, "How do you feel?" The young man smiled. "I was scared, but I did it." "Then do it again," said the saint. This time, his voice was firm, his words flowed like water. The saint praised him. "See, you are braver than you think. Tomorrow, the final task awaits. Go and ask your father for forgiveness." The young man froze. "No, he will never forgive me." "If you refuse," said the saint, "I will give you no more help." With trembling steps, the young man returned home. He bowed before his father. "Father, I am sorry for all my mistakes. I want to change. Please give me one more chance." The merchant looked at him for a long time. Then, his eyes softened. He placed a hand on his son's shoulder. "Welcome home, my boy." The young man smiled for the first time in years. When he returned to the saint, he asked, "What is the secret to success?" The saint replied, "You have already found it yourself. Your enemy was never your shyness, it was your fear. People see you as you show yourself. If you act confident, the world will believe in your strength." True courage is not the absence of fear, but the decision to face it. Tears rolled down the young man's face as he bowed to the saint. "I understand now. I will not let fear control me again." Years passed, and the shy boy became a respected businessman. People admired his wisdom, calmness, and confidence. He helped others who struggled with fear, sharing his story with kindness. He often said, "Confidence is not born, it is built." Even the quietest soul can shine when it believes in itself. Fear and doubt are heavy chains, but courage will set you free. The world will always see you the way you choose to show yourself. So step forward, even if your legs shake. Believe in your worth, and the world will believe with you. Because true strength lives quietly inside every heart that dares to hope. And that is how the shy merchant's son found his voice and his destiny.